Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of my great trade geniuses out there. Welcome back to Trade Genius Live. I am your host and the brand ambassador of the Edge Funder prop firm, Trend Genius, and we are in here on a Friday. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Let's see who we got in the building. Mr. Cologne, good morning. T. Pruitt, my brother, good morning. Joe Bro, good morning. Makita, Grand Risings, Morbid Drifter, good morning. We Morbid Drifter, you good, bro? We was in here worried about you, my guy. We hadn't seen you in a few days, so everyone was wondering where Morbid was at. Hope all is well, man. V Brewer, morning. Emu, good morning. Happy Friday. V Brewer says smash that like button on the way in. That's what's up. My nail girl, good morning. Thankful to be here learning and leveling up with you guys. That's what's up. Twyla, good morning. Chrissy, good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Jerry Jack, AKA Mr. Payout in the building. That's what's up. Let me send out this last little joint here. All right, cool. Discipline Royal, good morning. Felix, woke up this morning to a trade going on TEF with negative 485. It was placed at 331 while I was sleeping. Is there a way to dispute trades? I would just say hit up support, my guy. Yeah, definitely hit up support. Mike, good morning all. Felix, good morning. Kaz, happy Friday. That's what's up. Grand Risings, peeps. Mr. Cologne. Bodovan, what's up, my guy? PT702FX, good morning. Oh, been taking it easy. Got you. Yeah, man, we was wondering, bro. We was making sure you was good. No one had seen you. Everyone was, we all was like, where Morbid at? But that's what's up. Ant Dog, what dub? Terry Hart, happy Saturday morning. Right, I feel you. C. McGregor, good morning. Laser Focus, good morning. Ricky Barno, my man, that's what's up. Send you a message on Discord. Got it. I'll check it in a sec. User IH, good morning, my brother. Grand Risings, Karate 357. Serena, good morning. Serena, I want to let you know today's uniform was inspired by you because you said you never saw me in gray. So I was like, I think you have. So we got some gray on today. Oh, okay, cool. Uncle C, got you, brother. Got you. Corbs, good morning. Didn't trade yesterday, but I'm back today. That's all good. It's good to sit out sometimes. You don't have to trade every day. That's a good thing. That's what's up. Super Spaceman, good morning. Lexi Star, good morning. Raider 40, good morning. See, Christopher Watkins, good day for trading crew. Absolutely. Q, Grand Risings. Happy to be back. Had to balance the 9 to 5 and perform with quality in all aspects. I feel that. That's what's up. Janice, good morning. That's what's up. Well, how are y'all feeling? Let's audit these feelings. How are y'all feeling this morning? And let me know. I should get I'm looking for at least 40 responses on how you're feeling. How we feeling? Sneehall, my sister, good morning. Roly Polioli, good morning. Happy Friday, TGIF. All right, let's get them likes up. We got basically 50 viewers, 23 likes. We need 27 more likes. Also, one word me in the chat. Let's audit those feelings. How are you feeling this morning? Let's get that in there. Let's get that in there. Super Spaceman said, great. Chrissy said, renewed. That's what's up. Let's go, y'all. One word me in the chat. How we feeling? I feel like a brand new person. T. Pruitt, my brother, said blessed. Makita said blessed. That's what's up. PT702FX, feeling good. Joe Bro said okay. Karate 357, great. And how are you? I'm feeling good. I've been getting to bed on time. Really on time. I had my butt in the bed literally at 8:30. 8:30, I was in the bed, and guess what? My body is really starting to go back to what it used to do. In the bed at 8:30, I don't even need no alarm. My body is up, ready to go at 3. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I like to live. Being in bed 8:30, like in the bed at 8:30. last meal like 5:30. I eat like 5:30. I try to have at least a 3 hour gap between eating and when I lay down. So by the time that I lay down, my food is out of my stomach already being digested. But absolutely. Let's see here. What we got? Laser Focus said, Laser Focus Minded said fluid. Q said tired, but I'm here. Kai said content. Mr. Payout good. V Brewer feeling pretty damn good this morning, my guy. How about you, sir? Awesome. Great trade this morning around 7 a.m. That's what's up. User IH said thankful. C. McGregor said amazing. Bottom said sleepy. Didn't have enough sleep last night. I feel you, my guy. Shout out to you, though, brother. Emo feeling good. Mr. Cologne feeling good and ready. Good, beautiful sunny day in Germany. That's where you at, Janice? That's what's up. That's what's up in Germany. A little anxious. Got my Lucid account last night, and now I got to learn how to trade from TradingView. Y'all, I cannot get past that 3K start. I'm so frustrated. Keep buying accounts. I suck. No, you don't suck. It's a part of the process. Don't be frustrated. As frustrating as it is, and that may be, you can't let it overwhelm you. So you just gotta, Yoli, you just gotta just stay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just stay in the moment. I know it sucks, but just think about this. I was up to basically close to 300 blown accounts. I say something of that was evals, probably 60 to 80 of that was performance accounts. So just keep that in mind. Alcrass reference heard. Yep. Rolly, yep. Get that demo trading on. Yoli, for real. But you don't suck. So don't even put that in your head. Don't even put that energy out there. That's not even true. You just got more work to do. That's all. I never felt one time that I sucked with blowing all those accounts. Literally. I just was like, next, I gotta stay at it. I gotta just stay at it. That was pretty much my attitude. Like, I didn't even care about the blown accounts. I would just working my butt off to pass them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you can do. And working your butt off to pass them is more paper trading, more demo trading, more studying, more back testing. Make sure you're journaling your trades. Not only you're journaling them, but also you are, you know what I'm saying? How would I say? I'm going to you right. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that, you won't suck. This got to push through it. That's for all of us. That's not even just for Yoli. That's for all of us, because at the end of the day, we're going to blow accounts, but that don't mean you suck. That don't mean anything. It really means one thing. You have more work to do. That's all. You have more work to do. You got to work harder. Whatever you've been doing, just whatever you've been doing, just try to double that, try to triple it. You know what I mean? Just work harder. Period. That's all you have. And that's all you really need to do anyway, to be honest. Kalita, good morning. Double V3, good morning. So good morning. Drop a pretty penny on the new, oh, nice. Nice. That's what's up. Hey, that's a fire laptop, bro. I'm telling you. Scalp got the one who turned me on to it. He had me and Juvier buy one. Yeah, I had a little $600 HP from Costco. Don't get me wrong, great for emailing and those things, right? But for what we're doing, nah. I went and spent the one I sent you is the exact one that I have. The link I sent you, that's the exact one I purchased. Yeah. And it was worth it. It's an investment, man. Think about it. It's an investment into your trading game. I guarantee you're gonna love that. You're gonna love that laptop. And then I don't use the laptop for anything but trading. I don't do no emailing off of it. I don't have nothing downloaded to it. There's only 3 things on my desktop. It's my copy trader, literally 3 things, like 3 icons on my desktop. That's the only thing downloaded into that laptop is the my copy trader. Well, 2 copy traders now. We'll talk about that. I made a move yesterday on another copy trader. We'll talk about that. But I got my copy traders, my Chrome, of course, my Chrome, my Google Chrome, and that's pretty much it. Nothing else on there. What CPU did you guys say? I'll put the link in the chat. Actually, I'll even show it too. C-Dub, I got you. Kick Rocks, good morning, my guy. My MacBook runs slow at the wrong time. Yeah. Mine went full black screen yesterday, just hoping to get files and media off the old one. Yeah. If you take it to someone, they should be able to pull that off. They'll be just, be able to go on a hard drive and just pull everything off your hard drive. You should be able to get that done. All right, we got about 4 minutes to the open. Let's go ahead and let's jump into news real quick. And we got some things that we're going to discuss a little bit later. He said 4 or 5. Here we come. For real, see? For real. Yeah, that makes sense to have a separate device where speed matters. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why when y'all hear me say I got to plug my laptop in, that's what I'll be plugging in. I got a Mac Studio to run all of this. I also have a MacBook, and I got the HP laptop. But for my copy trading and for all of that stuff, that is done on my Asus Rogue, and we'll get into that. 405. All right, y'all. Let's get to news. All right. So news, pretty easy day to day. Orange folder, revised UOM consumer sentiment. As I always say, you guys, you can always click into these little folders and it'll tell you exactly what it is, why it matters, all those type things. So there it is. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, really not too much going on. So 7 a.m. 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. Central or 10 a.m. Eastern. All right, so that we know all we got is just that. So let's jump to the charts. I did my daily bias. Let's lock that out real quick. Let me jump on a 5 minute so I can kind of squish some of these candles together so I can have a better view for you guys. All right, so you know how we do it. These are last night's times. These times, of course, are on Pacific Standard Time. That's the time that I'm on. Just change these times to your time zone. So 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're just marking out these areas. And then 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Right? All right. So what are we doing? We are checking our daily bias for the day. We are trying to see possibly what price may do during New York session. So what are we doing? We're identifying highs and lows within this time frame. This would be considered Asia. All right. So high of Asia during that time frame between 5 and 9 p.m. This is the high. This is the low. Turn that down just a bit. This will be our London section. We're trying to identify the highs and lows in London. The low for London would be here, and the high would be here. So just comparing high, we're looking to see if London took out Asia lows. So comparing the highs and lows from London to the highs and lows in Asia, we can already see that London took out Asia highs, but it did not take out Asia lows, right? And with that stated, we look for price to be bullish during the New York session. Now, we're not married to this bias. It's just an bias. It's just an idea. It's just a gauging point, just to see, just to try to get in. We're just trying to, remember, we're trying to finesse the market, right? We want to try to outthink the market as much as we can, and I know that's a tough thing to do, but that's pretty much what it is. So we're not married to the bias. It's just something that we use as a gauging point. All right. So we did that. We checked news. Well, first we audited ourselves. We checked news, and now we are here with market open. All right. So unfortunately for us, anyone that trades the DS, our trade is invalidated because price touched this daily level. So if price touches the daily level from market open, meaning 6:30 a.m. Pacific or 9:30 a.m. Eastern, if it touches any one of our pink lines, then that means that trade is invalidated. So the DS is invalidated. So that's not a trade that we'll definitely be taking today because there is no trade to take with that one. So let's see here. All right. Now let me check. Let's check 15-minute. All right. So we would need a candle flip we would need this candle to flip bearish in order for the 15-minute strategy to be valid. Right now it's invalid, but we have 13 minutes and 20 seconds and counting before this candle closes. So we still have time. So we just sit and wait. We just sit and wait. Patience. This is where patience comes in. This is where patience comes in. So what am I looking? I'm thinking that price may take this, sweep this overnight high, which is London, because London had the highest high between London and Asia, and possibly come back. That's what I'm thinking. Of course, that ain't a prediction. It's just a thought. You know what I'm saying? We're never going to try to predict the market. That's really impossible. So that's what I'm seeing. And while we're being patient and while we're waiting for that, let me check this 15. I'm just going to leave my chart on a 15-minute time frame because that's pretty much all I'm working with at the moment. And yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so this will be London's high right here. This will be the high of London. So I'm thinking price will sweep this high and possibly start working its way back bearish. And that's just based on what I'm seeing from price action. We are at all-time highs. So it's, you know, if you've been watching NQ, as long as I have, you know, when NQ gets to all-time highs, you know, it's either going to continue on making all-time highs, of course, or it's going to do some pulling back. So we'll see. We'll see. Regardless of that, we're just going to wait and see if this candle flips bearish. If it does and gives us an opportunity to take the 15-minute banger, it'll be a sell. That's for sure. If it's valid, we know for sure to be a sell because we already know we have one bearish candle sitting at a 6:15 minutes in our 6:15 time slot here, right? So in order for the trade to be valid, both of these candles have to be the same, going the same direction. They both have to be bullish or both have to be bearish. But the 6:15 candle really, truly, how would I say, validates the way that it's going to, the direction that it's going to go. It validates that. Now, what validates the actual trade is if the 6:30 candle matches the 6:15 candle and going in the same direction. So we got about a little over 10 minutes. So we're going to, you know what I'm saying? We're going to sit back and chill and see what we get. I blew my first account last night as well, but I'm more determined because of the lesson learned. Over leveraging kills fast. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's all it is, y'all. Just, it's a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like those blown accounts, you can, I always say this. I was raised this way. You can find, and I said it yesterday, you can find some light in the most darkest of times. And you can apply that to everything in life. Analogy for our blown accounts. It may seem like, oh, I blew an account, but honestly, it should be like, oh, well, next, and figure out what you did wrong, of course. Journal it all down, and then move on. Just that simple. That's all you have to do. Move on, grab your another account. You want to journal it. Why? Because you want to make sure you're not repeating the same mistake, period. That's what you want to make sure of, that you're not repeating the same mistake. So there it is. While that's rocking and while we're sitting back waiting for that to go, let's go ahead on and get our mental muscle rocking. We got 74 viewers. We have 38 likes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. You know, all it does is help push the content out further. Also, too, you're in the right place. All I ask for is the likes. It costs you nothing to like. It costs you nothing to subscribe. And I will take care of the rest. All right. So let's jump into get some mental muscle while we're waiting on. We got about 9 minutes before that candle closes. Hopefully, maybe we might be able to get a trade on that 15-minute time frame. All right. So let's jump into question of the day. Let's get this mental muscle rocking. All right. So question of the day today is, what happens if price does nothing here? Let's ask ourselves this question. What happens if price does nothing here? We're going to talk about that. Let that just marinate for a sec. Just say it to yourself. What happens if price does nothing here? So ask yourself that question. Something that, you know, that we always want to look at, right? We always want to be auditing everything that we're doing with our trading, right? We want to audit everything. That is the best way to stay on your toes, to make sure you're not, making mistakes, to make sure that you're not overlooking anything or you're forgetting something. Excuse me. Case in point, me yesterday. Use me as an example. Your fearless leader. That's what I am. I wasn't auditing my trade correctly, basically. Let's just call it what it is. I did not look left. Big old fair value gap over there. And that was the demise of my trade, period. So, absolutely. I love it. Y'all already answering. Y'all already answered. I was about to ask y'all, do we wait or do we force? I guess I don't have to say anything. I love it. I love it. And Dog says, sit on your hands. Twyla says, sit. Mr. Payout said, you do nothing here. C. McGregor said, you do nothing. Double V3 said, no trade for me. Corb said, no trade for the day. Absolutely. That's pretty much where we are. Right? Price does nothing here. We don't do nothing. Period. Remember, we're never meeting price halfway. Just remember that. We stingy, right? We stubborn when it comes to those kinds of things. We want price to come to us. Like, we ain't meeting you halfway. You gonna come to us. Like, we gotta, with price and with the market, we have to make sure that we are being somewhat selfish when it comes to the way that we treat the market, right? We got to be selfish towards the market, right? We one and done. We take profits. We ain't giving nothing back. Like all those different things that we talk about, right? Let's start really like getting into the depth of our sentiment towards the market, right? Sentiment towards the market is always going to be from a selfish perspective, meaning like it's all about us. Straight up, it's all about us. It ain't about nothing else. We ain't got no love. We ain't got no love for the market when it comes to giving profits back or jumping into bad trades. Like, we're not about to just be we ain't just gonna give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? If we have to pay a business expense, it's gonna be on our own merit. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't just giving you nothing. Period. And whatever the market gives us, we're gonna be gracious enough to keep it in our pocket and not give it back. Right? That's why we're one and done. Absolutely. And everybody knows, sit on your hands, wait, nothing, stay put. Absolutely. It's simple, right? It's simple. If what happens if price does nothing here, we do nothing. You got to come to us. Now, if you come to us, speaking on price, you come to us, then maybe we can do a little something. But we ain't meeting you halfway. That's what we're not doing. You're going to come to us. We're going to take what you give us, and then we're going to put it in our pocket. We're going to shut it down, and we're going to see you tomorrow. That's how we rocking. Super selfish with the market. Super selfish. And think about it. If price is doing nothing here, that means price at the moment is stagnant, right? So guess what? We exercise patience through stagnation. Think about that. We're going to exercise patience. That's it. Because price hasn't came to us, right? It's stagnant. Hasn't came to us. It's doing its own thing. And when it figures itself out, when it wants to come hang with us, we'll be there to hang with it. Until that time, we're going to sit back and be patient. And we ain't forcing nothing. We just going to sit back and wait like we're doing right now. Just sitting back and waiting. Sit back and wait. If it's going to come, if it's going to come to us, it's going to come to us, right? That's one thing we know for a fact. If price is going to come to us, it's going to come to us. That's the facts. We ain't meeting it halfway. So I love how everybody was already like, wait, no trade for me, sitting on my hands, stay put, do nothing. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Scalp along near London High for a win, done for the day. That's what's up, Mike. Yeah, I took that range breakout too, Mike. Done for the day. That's what's up, y'all. Go ahead and log out of your accounts, but leave your charts up so you can at least still, get that characteristic data, right? That's what I'm calling it, the characteristic data. So yeah, but that one was a pretty simple one, right? You know, if price does nothing, we don't do nothing. It's real simple. It's real simple. We always remember we're always taking what the market gives us. We're never going into the market and taking anything out of it. We don't have enough bread in the market to even be able to take that kind of position, right? Remember, we are retail traders. We are the bottom feeders in the sea of traders, right? Meaning banks, hedge funds, they're the whales, they're the sharks, they're the big fish. We're the bottom feeders. That's why I said we wait for price to come to us, meaning just think about a bottom feeder. Well, how does a bottom feeder eat? When things trickle down from what's coming out and it hits the sea floor, we eat, right? It's the same concept. So orange folder today in less than 20 minutes, say for us. If we get in a trade before that time, yeah, but you know what? Thinking about that, I'm just gonna see. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see. It's two things. I know we have news, but also too, I'm looking to see if this trade is gonna set up, and then if it does set up, then we'll get an idea. We'll get a gauging point if we want to just sit back and be cool, or if we want to take it. Now, if we take it, as long as we set a stop loss, we're good, right? If we get some crazy volume spikes, there it is. But we're just gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm never going to say something like, well, it's just orange folder. It's not like red folder. It could be like red folder. There have been a couple of times in the 2 years that I was trading that there was some orange folder that really brought in some crazy volume where we were like, huh? Were you sure that was orange? Like, for real, for real. So something to just think about. And then hold on one sec. Let me look at something. Because I've spent some conflicting, see what I'm saying? So one news outlet has consumer sentiment as red folder, and then on Forex Factory has it as orange folder. It's kind of the same thing that happened yesterday. So we're going to err on the side of caution. But honestly, at this point, it doesn't even look like we're going to get a 15-minute banger. So either way for me, we might not even be taking a trade today. We might be really truly sitting on our hands for the entire Friday today. And if so, hey, it's all good. It is what it is. No harm, no foul. And that's that. But yeah, I don't think that we'll be getting a 15-minute trade today. We have 40-some seconds, and this candle is still bullish. Of course, it can flip in that time, but just looking at volume, how slow it's moving, nah, we won't be getting one today. I don't think so. Still have 30 seconds, still have 20-some seconds, but we'll see. We will see. Let me move this up a little bit. All right. Yep. So 15, 14, yeah. Probably won't get the candle flip, but that's okay. We sit on our hands. Took YM breakout, done for the day, account log out and chart open. That's what's up. Double V3. Was thinking it would go the other way, so I canceled my order. Aha. Okay. Well, that candle closed. Unfortunately, we have a bearish candle 615. We have a bullish candle 630. That means the 15-minute strat is invalidated. And basically, that's it for me today as far as taking any trades. If lazy call out one, I'll take it. Not on these accounts. I'll take it on my bigger accounts. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. No trades for me today on those accounts. Just that simple. My Friday trading day is done. All right. So, Trent, I think I can speak to everyone in this group when I say this. Thank you for doing these 2-a-day sessions on YouTube. Truly appreciate you, my guy. Oh, you're welcome, my brother. Anytime, man. Anytime. That was the whole idea of doing this. And it's funny how, well, is everyone, I'm sure we're all clear on this question today. This one's probably the most simplest one that we've ever had, right? We're all clear on that. If you have any questions on the question of the day, just throw the comment throw your question in the comment section, and then we'll get to it. But yeah, V Brewer, I mean, this was the thing. When I was even sitting back thinking about even doing this, was thinking about a lot of different things, like my time, my this, my that, right? Because I'm bringing a new dimension into my world. I'm bringing a new dimension into my time, right? So I just told myself, well, if this is something that we're gonna do, then we're gonna go full fledged into it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go and this is like just me having a conversation with myself, right? So when it took me a while. It took me. I don't make decisions right away, especially these kinds of decisions. It takes me at least a few weeks, seriously, because I'm a scenario-based thinker. So you can't think of everything at the moment, but I like to just kind of go on a few weeks and just think about things. When these things are going on, I don't like when I'm in my car. I don't have music on. I'm just really truly in my thoughts, just conceptualizing and just understanding. What is this new dimension or this new choice that I may make is going to bring into my life, and just kind of breaking all of that down. And I said, if I'm going to do this, then I'm going to be full-fledged into it. And hey, it could be an evening stream. It could be a this. It could be a that. These are all the things that I was just kind of bouncing around in my brain. And I was looking at like, okay, where could I increase value? And I was like, 5-0 would be amazing to do, because for some reason, even though it's the most easiest, the most simplest strat that we have in the community, people struggle with it. And I don't know why. I was thinking, I even told this shout out to my big brother Scout God. I even told this to him. I said, you know what? Sometimes I think because it is so simple and it is so easy that people are looking for more, because it really is that simple. And then I think through that, some traders overcomplicate it because they're looking for more than what it really is, because it's really truly just that simple. Lazy trades NQ, Felix. Absolutely. C. Watkins, you got it, man. No problem. So, I was like, man, trading a 5-0 at night would be dope. And I'm gonna make it a members only, because I want everyone in there that's gonna be serious. You know what I'm saying? So I think that worked out. It worked out perfect. And I can't even tell you how it was gonna work out. I was just trying something, but it's something that I gave a lot of thought to. I just don't make hasty decisions. If an idea pops in my head, I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I really like to sit back and think about it, because there's a lot of moving parts, right? So I want to just make sure that it makes sense. I want to make sure that it's going to provide value. I want to make sure that it's not just another stream where we're just on there. Like every stream, I want to make sure that we're providing value. Not me just providing value, but the comment section is providing value. The community is providing value, right? That's what this is all about, because we're all feeding off each other, no matter how you look at it. Yeah, I am the fearless leader. Yeah, I am the one in the driver's seat. But honestly, at the end of the day, we're all still in the car. So, you know what I'm saying? So if we speed and we speeding together, when we stop together. If we roll this thing, we all rolling together, however you look at it. So, but yeah, I honestly, looking at it now, after that we've done 1 week, we've completed 1 week of the overnight session. I think it was a really good choice. Now, with that stated, on Sunday, all Genius Vault members, I'm going to be giving away definitely going to be giving away some accounts. So be prepped for that. It'll be, I want to do it on Sunday, but I gotta get with my brothers, you know what I'm saying, to see what's going to be, the best day. I want to make sure that I'm not stepping on no toes of anything that they have going on, right? But at the end of the day, this is going to be for the members. So this is for us. It's for my people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to be giving away some accounts next week, for sure, to the members. It'll be the members only thing for everyone that came on, taking their time, learning the strat. We took it all together. We made some bread. It was a good week on the 5-0. So we're going to do that. Happy trading, everyone. Got to get that bread. Got to run. So have a great day, brother. For real. Yeah. Yep. So that was just the idea. And you know what it is too? I'm gonna tell you how I come up with a lot of stuff. I sit back and I read in the chat and I see what's going on in the chat, and I'm like, okay, I'll write things down and be like, okay, it's a lot of this going on, whatever this is, and I'm like, okay, how can I provide value there? So one thing I can tell you, and y'all know it, that's why my sister would come into the NQ chat and be like, yo, my sister or my brother Randall, shout out to Randall H, come in there and be like, yo, You know, we're not about to do all of this craziness with the, you know, people with wrong information, messing up the newbies. So I was like, you know what? I can provide some value here. We need this. So that's why that's even how it even came into the inception as far as a thought and an idea. And then we, you know, made it happen. So we in here. It's cool. I like it. The vibe is even different too at night. I like it. It's more chill. Not that it's not chill in here. Like the vibes are chill in both, but the overnight vibe is really more chill. Like I lean back in my chair on purpose. We in there, we laughing, talking, you know, talking a little junk, having some fun. That's how it should be, right? Because think about it. We're taking the same trade at the same time every day, right? The only difference is if it's going to be a long or short, but it's the same trade, the same time every evening session. So there's nothing really to look for. There's no confluences. There's no indicators we need. There's no like, it's not really a setup other than waiting for the first 5-minute candle to close, place your entry at the close, and then we rock. So that's a simple one. That's an easy one. So I like that, number one, but also two, it allows us to just, hey, place the order, talk a little bit about some things. We even talk about some life things, throw some stuff around, you know. If anybody got any, you know, any things that they're doing that they want to, you know, let anyone know, you know, some business stuff going on, I allow that. It's just like a way for us to come together, and it's like the rendezvous point in a sense, right? That's kind of like how I look at it. Like overnight sessions, like the rendezvous point. You know what I'm saying? Where all the members get together, we collectively do our thing, then we disperse, right? And then when that time comes back the next day, we all collectively get back together again, take what the market gives us and disperse, right? And then also too, we get a chance to talk about like taking base hits, you know, all those kinds of things. So it's like we all get like an opportunity to kind of throw our minds around this one particular strategy. That's another thing that makes it good, because everyone in the overnight session, we're all trading the same exact strategy. So that makes it easy. Talking points. It's not like someone's trading a different symbol or trading a different strategy, like same strategy, same ticker, we're all doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad y'all liking that though. Let me get into the comments. Every time I hear the name Lazy, I think of Bone Thug, right? Right? For real, for real. Unfortunately, your second stream is during the day when I'm at work. Sorry about that, Terry Hart. We do have the recordings, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, so try to you know, accommodate the time frame as much as I can. But I know you're not a member, but if you do become a member, you definitely get a chance to check out the recordings, and then also too, you can learn from the recordings, and then you possibly can even take this trade from your phone. I'm not sure what your situation is with your devices and how you're trading, but just a thought. Felix, yes, lazy trades only NQ. Every time, yes. I said, oh, I missed overnight. You're amazing bringing that idea into fruition. Thank you, Chrissy. Yeah, absolutely. It's a members only joint. You just have to become a member. It's $8.99 a month. It comes out to like 45 cents a day. We're going 5 days a week. Like, it ain't even about the money. It's just, I did that to make it members only. Like, so this way whoever you are, if you want to invest into yourself, what's $9? Nothing. So come in, positive vibes, you already know. Since joining the 2-day sessions, I've picked up a lot of information. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, it's different in a better way, right? Right? Nighttime is the right time. I love it. I left my first trade overnight in demo, woke up and it hit TP. I'm going to try it more often. Yeah, absolutely. And then for the ones that like Jerry Jack, you know, Jerry Jack, he trades his strategy, right? And he was like, I don't know about the overnight. And I was like, just come in, just trade it on demo. He came in that one day, traded on demo, and the next day he was like, yo, I'm getting that 150K account. Absolutely. It's the most easiest trade. And man, it's like, it's super cool. Remember, we talk about all the different scenarios in there, right? Just this first week, I've dropped a lot of good gems on how to trade that trade and how to get to the bag with that trade, how to take payouts, all that stuff. That's the other thing too. Like, I'm dropping gems up in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, Chrissy. Appreciate you. I'm looking to see y'all. Y'all know market, of course, is going to be closed today because this is the beginning of our weekend, right? Our trader weekend, right? Remember, our trader weekend runs from or starts at starts when the market closes. Market closes at 5 p.m. Our trading weekend starts promptly at 5:01, meaning 5 o'clock and 1 second, 5 p.m. 1 second, until 5:59, 5:59 and 59 seconds Eastern time, right? Because at 6 o'clock on Sunday, the market reopens back up. So that's our little weekend, right? So Sunday through Thursday, we jumping on 5:55. Just make sure that, I mean, for everyone, of course, but specifically for the members, make sure you hit that notification bell. It's very important when you're a member, because when I'm dropping stuff, I want to make sure you get that notification. I don't want you to be like, dang, I didn't see it. So just make sure you hit that notification bell, so you're getting the notification even when I'm dropping members only content, and I've been working on some stuff. So that all of that's coming. So, that's what's up, Terry Hart. Appreciate you. Jerry Jackson, I should pass it by next week too. Absolutely. Yeah. We were taking base hits. Like, I love it. D Young, good morning. Happy Friday, a little late. That's okay. You good. Wait, what? She said, wait, what? Time do you get on at night? We get on at, well, for me, my time, it's 2:55, but it's really 5:55 Eastern, right? We get on 5 minutes before the market opens, because we're always placing our trade at 6:05 Eastern, or 3:05 Pacific, or 5:05 Central. But yes, we're always placing a trade at that time. So we're taking one strategy, the easiest strategy one of the easiest strategies in the community. We're taking that strategy, and we also have a particular account that we're using for that. I recommend the 150K Lucid Flex, and for one reason, got to bounce. See you this weekend for the back testing. That's what's up, Wally. That's what's up. I'm sorry. Did I say 2:55? It's 4:55 Central. That's right. 4:55 Central. That's correct. 4:55 Central, 2:55 Eastern for me, or 5:55. 2:55 Pacific for me, 5:55 Eastern. My bad, y'all. So many Easterns and Standards and Centrals and Mountain Times and but yeah. So I like it. The vibe is cool. Like, I'm so glad I started it. Like, I like it. I really like that vibe at night. It's super cool. Super cool. Quick question. Since Monday is a holiday, how do you think the 5-0 will run on Sunday? Great question. Definitely Sunday, I will be looking for a base hit. Matter of fact, let's look at something. Let's look at what news let's look at news for Sunday. All right, so Sunday, so it's a bank holiday everywhere. I know we had a bank holiday on Monday because of Memorial Day. That I knew. But on well, let's do this. Let's just at least jump, because I don't like to excuse me. I don't want to try to predict anything as far as what we may look at, what we may see. Excuse me. We'll just jump on Sunday and we'll see what we get. The volume is looking like it's going to be pretty low. We don't have to take the trade. We can even take it on demo. I mean, we can. Monday, Memorial Day, probably won't be no volume in because no banks are open. And that's why I said on Sunday, we're going to just kind of take a look. I know for New York session for a fact on Monday, it's not going to be no volume because the banks are going to be closed. It's Memorial Day. That's, that we know for a fact it's a bank holiday. So we know there'll be hardly no volume in the market. Some people still do trade it. Me, I've been just staying away. I just follow how I was taught, what my big brother, has taught me about, bank holidays and stuff like that. So I just kind of just stay away. Yeah, I stay away. And we'll just see what it's going to look like in the overnight session. We'll just see. If the volume is too low, we don't have to take a trade, but it's okay to just take a look, right? It ain't never hurt looking. So we're going to come in there. We're going to be proactive, and we're just going to see. If it looks cool. If not, we could also take it on demo too. You know what I mean? So What we got? That's what's up. My sister Sneehall said, will the market be open on 24 May Sunday? Can we take? Oh, cool. I just answered that question for you. Regina, happy Friday. Will markets be open Monday? I answered that question for you too, Kaz. That's what's up. Damn, just lost today, but still in the green for the week. It is what it is. That's what's up. Yeah. That's good stuff. Okay, so I answered those questions about that. All right, said that. Trent, to get the Zoom link for tomorrow's backtest call, should we friend request you on Discord to send a message? Yes, please, if you haven't already. Yeah, just DM me because that's where it's all gonna be. Let's see here. Nate, good. I appreciate you, my guy. This weekend too with the holiday and Q night, rise and shine. Yeah. Even with the holiday, let's just take a sneak peek. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could just be like, it's a holiday. Now I could just be like, it's a holiday. I ain't trading, whatever. But we could take a sneak peek. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. Now Monday, I'm still don't know if we're gonna have a live stream on Monday because I really won't be trading on Monday. I won't be trading on Monday. So when I say live stream, meaning for morning. Now we will do our overnight live stream on Monday because overnight session banks should be back open. Yeah, they'll be back open. Because remember, they're like a day ahead when you think about the time change and stuff time change and stuff like that, right? So overnight session from Monday night should be A-okay as far as volume, banks open, and all of that stuff. New York session Monday, not going to be. I won't be trading, and I'm almost for sure that we won't have no session on that day. Morning session. Sunday night, we will do the session. And then the easiest way to know is I'm going to schedule it because now I've gotten in the habit that I'm scheduling everything on the weekends for the whole week. So when Sunday hits, you'll know, okay, we have, 5 days of the morning live session is scheduled. Okay, when are we rocking, trans rocking on them days? Or we have 3 days, whatever it is, you're going to know because I will be doing that every weekend. So the whole week, before Sunday even hits, the whole week will already be scheduled, set in stone, and that'll be for our morning live stream that we're on now, as well as our members only stream. So that's the easiest way to check, and you ain't got to worry about asking me. For real. That's how we're gonna do it moving forward. So you just got to go in there and just see what's scheduled. And once again, if you hit the notification bell, then you'll get that. T-Mac, I appreciate you, my guy. That's what's up. I appreciate everybody who became members today. For real. I appreciate y'all. Y'all gonna like the vibe. It's super cool. And it's another way for us to make money. Now, for the ones that joined, we got some time because my trades are invalidated. No trade for me to look at, nothing like that. So let's just focus on some process things, some things that we got rocking, right? So if you're going to trade the overnight session, this is what I recommend. If you want to trade like Trent, seriously, then this is what I recommend. So let me get there. Let me screen share this. So I recommend, this is the account I recommend, and I'll explain to you why. So I recommend, so if you go here, you're going to see Lucid has three different, three styles of accounts. They have the Pro, the Flex, and the Direct. Lucid Flex is the one that I recommend, the 150K. Now let me explain. For everyone that's new, I know some of you guys know this. I probably went through this a few times. I went through this a few times this week. I'm just going to go through it again just because I want everybody to be proficient and understand what we're doing. If you're trading the 5-0, do not trade that on no 50K account. Now you can trade it on a 25K account, but I'm going to explain to you why not to. If you're trading it on anything less than a 150K account, you're basically handcuffing your trade. And let me explain. First of all, it's an account where you want to have a lot of drawdown, number one, right? Because it's a trade that you will go to sleep on, right? Then also two, having this larger account allows you to go to sleep, right? Literally with the trade running and not have to worry about anything. You got your stop loss set, you got your parameter set. You're good. Either, you wake up in profit or you wake up with your TP hit if you took a base hit, whatever the case is. This account allows you to do that. Then let me tell you the other great things about this account. It's a one-time payment account. It's not a subscription account. So you pay, and actually I believe it's 50% off right now. So you can use code Euphoria, or I think you can use Vault, but use code Euphoria. Let Euphoria get that bread. And it's all caps, Euphoria. So one-time payment, that's amazing. It's not subscription, right? Also too, $4,500 in drawdown. It's end of day drawdown. That's what we love as traders. End of day is always the best. There's no daily loss limit. There's only a consistency rule in the eval. The consistency rule is 50% of the profit target. Profit target is 9 bands, right? So that means what? You can only make 4,500, but that's cool, right? Because you can pass this account in 2 days, roughly 3, right? Easy, right? And you ain't got to worry about getting yourself all messed up, because it's $4,500 is the max you can make without breaching the consistency rule. That's fire. The other thing too, this is the other thing. There is no activation fee. It says right there, it's free. Activation fee is free, right? So think about it. One-time payment, no subscription. Activation fee is free. This account really truly is only costing you that initial, this whatever it is, and whatever you get on your, whatever sale you get, whatever you get it for, it's still a win, right? Now, you pass the eval, right? Now you're in the funded. In the funded account, there's just a max loss limit of $4,500. Once again, there is no daily loss limit. There is no consistency rule. Huh? Right. There's no consistency rule. That is key. And of course, there is no activation, as I stated. And like I said, no daily loss limit. Now, to get to payouts, it's real easy. All you have to do is 5 to get to payouts. It's 5 days of trading, 5 days to payout. It says it right here. 5 days of at least $250 of profit. Well, if you're taking the 5-0 and you have this 150K flex account, you can take it on minis. That's the thing. You can take it on minis, right? And your accounts will still be safe. 1 mini though, you can actually take the trade the way that the trade was truly designed. It was designed to take it on 1 mini, right? So you can follow the trade to a T, and you're not handcuffing yourself when it comes to being able to take the trade the way that the strategy was designed. Take the strategy and trade it the way that the strategy was designed, period. Because that's how it was designed. Remember, as I stated before, the 5-0 is a strategy that is designed for you to go to the Lambo store. Meaning, there's going to be days it's going to hit. If you guys been seeing it, it's hit TP 17, TP 18, hit TP 20 something one time, like 3 weeks ago, that it made 20 bands in 1 week. Yes, excuse me. Exactly. So my point is, that's why I recommend this account, because this will not handcuff you. Now, let's say we're going to speak from a scenario perspective. So that's it. 150K flex funded. I already broke it down. This is the account I recommend. I have 5 of these accounts. This is what I trade the 5-0 on. I have 5 of these 150K flex funded accounts, and I trade them on 1 mini. All right. Boom. Easy. Done. All right. Now let's talk about if you had other accounts. Let's say you have TEF, or you have any other account, right? Well, in TEF, there's a 20% consistency rule. So what does that mean? You can't go to sleep. Well, if you go to sleep on this, you have to have your parameters already set. So can you still take it on an account that has a consistency rule even in the funded? Yes, you can. Now, you would just be capped out, of course, on what you can make, right? You can't go to the Lambo store when you have accounts that have consistency rules. You know what I'm saying? You can only max out on the profit that you can make in that account, so you don't breach the consistency rule, right? Which is the reason why I like the flex accounts, because there is nothing holding you back. Once you pass the eval, you can run it up. And guess what? And you still will be exercising good risk management. right? So just think about that. So it can be done with other accounts, but just keep that in mind. Other accounts are not going to allow you to trade the strategy the way the strategy was developed. You'll have to do a little hybrid of that, and it can be done. But I'm saying these things because I would like everyone to be able to trade the strategy the way the strategy was designed. So go get you that 150K. If you ain't got to go get 5. If you can't afford 5, that's cool. Just get 1. And then we work our way up. You get your first payout, go grab another one. And the payouts are cool in here too. And think about 250. 250 is easy to attain on this strategy. So 5 days of 250, you get to the payout. Aw, thank you, Donna. I appreciate you. You are, man, that's what's up. Shout out to Donna, man. Shout out to Donna. I appreciate you, Donna. That's what's up. You know, that's my second super chat I ever got. You know who gave me my first one? It was really super cool. It was special, and it would always be special. My first super chat I ever got, I got it from my son. My son gave me my first super chat. That was just something that he wanted to do. Love, right? Super, super duper love. You know what I'm saying? Super duper love. You know what I mean? So Donna, I appreciate you. That's fire. That's much love. Right? Absolutely. Much love, Donna. I appreciate you. Donna gave my second. See, those are things that you never forget. At least for me, I'll never forget that. Like, it's so cool that my son he gave me the first one. That was dope. That was super dope. I don't know. A lot of y'all wasn't on stream. He pops in and out. You'll see him. What is he? He be changing his handle up so much. Let me see. What is this? Oh, it's EJ Taylor. You'll see him. He might even be in here. Yeah, right? Right, Donna? That was dope, right? He's like, yeah, Pops, I gave you the first one. Yeah, for real. For real. But I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that. That's awesome, Donna. I appreciate you very, very much. Very, very much. But yeah, so going back to the overnight thing that we were talking about, right? Our members only live stream, like, that's how you trade the strategy. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm TEF all day 100, right? I'm also a trader too, but I also want to make sure that I give you both sides. You know what I mean? You can do it on the Edge Trader account, but I told you what some of the cons would be, right? Of course. Right, Impress? That was super cool. When I looked, I was like, oh shit. Jerry Jack, come on, bro. What? Come on, bro. Damn. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate y'all for real. I appreciate y'all. No, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all for real. That's why I do this. It's not even about the bread with me, bro. It's just about I was raised and I was taught to always pay it forward. Shout out to my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I got that from. So I'm just paying it forward. For real. I appreciate you, my guy. And you already know, bro. You already know me and you, we rock. You already know that, bro. I appreciate you, my guy. For real. That's dope. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. For real. I really, truly do. Straight up, I do. Because I don't be looking for nothing. I'll just be let's engage. Let's get this bread. I like, what makes me the most happiest is when I see everybody up in here eating. That's what makes me the most happiest. Like, for real. Like, don't get me wrong. The money, all that, the sentiment, like, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. But at the end of the day, like, the idea of this is for everyone to be up in here eating, for everybody to, you know what I'm saying, like, get it in. Straight up. That's what the ultimate, my ultimate drive is. For real. I don't know. That was the thing, LOL. Have to get back to work. My cutoff. It's 10:15 to stay balanced. Trend. Can't thank you enough. Thanks for reaching out. Ready to get back. Ready to get back to it. Have a great day, everyone. Absolutely. That's what's up. I'll be waiting on you too, Chrissy. And just to say that, Chrissy, like, I just want to let you know, when I saw you, I was like, because I know I hadn't seen you in a while, you know, so I was like, but that's what's up. I'm glad that you'll be on the stream with us. That'll be dope. V Brewer, appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you. For real. I appreciate you, my guy. For real, man. Sowing the seed, big bro. Let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? I am, bro. This is the thing, Chris. Bruh, I'm having the most difficult time. Check this out, y'all. I got a whole merch store, like, completed. I had this thing completed like 2 months ago. I got like anything you can think of, I have in here. You want an apron? Like, forget shirts, hats, hoodies, and jackets and all of that. You want an apron? I got an apron. I got an apron printed up. You want to cook? You want to rep you want to rep the community? I got an apron. I got all kind of stuff. And I'm only saying apron just to let you know how extensive I went with the merch, right? I just made all kind of stuff, right? Cups, this, that, back, all kind of stuff. I've been having the most difficult time linking it to my YouTube channel. And trust me, I am very IT proficient. So I've been working with support, and they're like, so I don't know. This is what I'm thinking. I may have crossed up something when I think I may have, they're looking into it. We're been going back and forth this past couple of days. I've been looking into it to figure out why why, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, T Pruitt, here we go. Lord have mercy, my brother. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. T Pruitt, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate y'all. Oh shit, here we go. Y'all done started something. I appreciate y'all. That's all I gotta say, man. I can't say nothing else. I can't say nothing else. I appreciate you too, Chrissy. Nah, y'all, he said, I cop an apron. Shit. What'd you say, Chris? Shoot. IE. That's funny. But yeah, but once again, T Pruitt, my brother, you know, I appreciate you, bro. You know what it is, but I appreciate y'all. But yeah, I'm telling you, I got this stuff done, and like I'm just trying to get it connected. So just bear with me. It's there. And I'm telling you, I did this like 3 months ago, and blame Donna. That is too funny. For real, man. That's where I'm at, bro. I'm like, they had me all like, y'all saw me kind of getting a little choked up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't be looking for nothing in return. I just wasn't raised like that. I appreciate y'all though. I appreciate y'all. For real. Love y'all. That's why I always tell y'all that when we get off the call, what I tell y'all, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And that's always coming from the heart. It ain't never about the money. It's always about where we headed, where we going, and what we got to do. Because you know what? This is what my overall thought was on this live stream. So I'm always thinking down the road. I'm never thinking right here, because we're here now. You know what I'm saying? We're here now. You know what I mean? So I don't really think about right here. I'm thinking about down the road. And I'm like, man, where will we be 5 years from now, right? And I ain't just saying the channel. I'm talking about y'all, like us as traders. Like, where will we be? Like, that is really truly like the most ultimate like thought that I can think of. Like, where would we be? Oh my good, Chris, bro, come on, huh? This is going wild up in here today. Chris, I appreciate you, my guy. For real, bro. You ain't had to do that, bro. But I appreciate you, my guy. For real. I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all. Can't let them outdo you, bro. I feel that, bro. That's what's up. I appreciate you too, Lexi. Hey, you know what? Every time y'all say stuff like that, y'all know what my comeback is. Y'all know what I'm gonna tell you, and I mean it. But for real, I appreciate that. Is the fact that it's because of my grandparents, man. Like, I give them all the respect for that. Like, that's why I am. He said, ain't nothing. I feel you, brother. I appreciate that. I'm the same way when it comes to stuff like that. You know what's so funny? They always say, you know how they say you reap what you sow, right? That's not necessarily could be a bad thing. That's also could be a good thing, right? Check this out. I was home in New Orleans, and it's funny. These super chats just brought me back to something. So I'm in New Orleans, right? This is when I went. Y'all remember when I was there, and that was I don't know, a month ago or whatever. I was down there helping my cousin do some stuff. Check this out. There was this girl. There's this place you guys may have heard. It's called True Food Kitchen. It's a restaurant. Serena, oh Lord, Serena. Serena, I appreciate you, Serena. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. That's all I can say. I appreciate you, Serena. For real, for real. My trusted confidant. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. For real, for real. So check this out. So I'm sure y'all familiar with the restaurant. It's called True Food Kitchen, right? You know, they have like some cool vegan options on there. Like there's some things in there that I like to eat. That's really, really good. So there's one in New Orleans on St. Charles, right? So every time I go there, oh, Karad 357, I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you, my guy. For real, for real. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much from the bottom of my heart. Like, for real. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. And every time I go there to eat, it's this one, she's like she's this mixed girl, right? But she's always so super cool, right? And so when I first met her when I went there last year, because I was going back home a lot last year, if y'all remember, when I was going I became a Saints season ticket holder last year. I had been on the list for 20 years, right? And I finally got it, right? Yeah, True Foods is cool. I love it. It's fire. And so I met her there, and she was real cool. You know how you just got them people, like the energy is just great, right? And you could tell like it's really truly them. They're not like overdoing it, right? Because they're at work and they got to like, oh hi, how you doing? Like it wasn't like overdone. Like she was just, I could just tell she was genuine. So every time I would go there, that would be one of the places I would go eat. I'm there for like 3 days, so that'd be like one spot I would go eat. I would pick a day that I'm going to go there. Most of the time it was dinner. And she would always I would always happen to catch her on her shift. She makes she makes these fire what are they called? They're espresso martinis, right? But I don't do caffeine. So she made me a decaf one. And then she used this vodka that was organic vodka, and it was really cool. Like it was really, really, really like tastes really good, right? So now when I go there, I get one, right? So we have been rocking. So I hadn't seen her in a while because of course I hadn't been there, right? So I was home. When was that? I was home Marchish. No, April. I was home April. And then I was home again after that. So when I went home in April, didn't see her. And so this time I saw her and I was like, hey, what's going on? How you been? And she's like, oh, hey. So we were talking and stuff. She's like, yeah, I'm getting ready to move back to Nebraska. I was like, oh, that's where you're from? She goes, yeah. I go, you and your boyfriend, right? You and your guy? She was like, yeah. I was like, that's what's up. She was like, yeah, I finally got him to commit, yada, 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 right? So I was like, when you leaving? She was like, we'll be leaving like sometime the end of May. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna see you. And I'm like, I ain't gonna see you before then. So right when I got done, I was like, I just want to tell you, man, I had a great time. I said, matter of fact, man, come from behind the counter, man. I'm gonna give you a hug. So I gave her a hug, and I gave her a hug, and then I was like, man, when I hugged her, I was like, I just want to tell you, I appreciate everything, how you took care of me. I appreciate like your energy. You're really, really good people. My grandmother taught me to value people, this and that, and this. And hold on, I want to do something for you. So I went in my pocket, I pulled out 2 crisp $100 bills, and I was like, that'll help you with your moving expense. And she was like, she looked at me like, what? And I'm like, nah, man, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you good people. Like, take this $200. Take this $200. Go and buy yourself something for your new place. I don't know, moving expenses, whatever. But I just want to tell you that I appreciate you and I want to pay it forward. And this $200 don't mean nothing to me. And she was like, oh my gosh, she gave me another hug and squeezed me so tight. She was like, good people do exist. I'm like, yeah, we out here. It might not be a lot of us, but we out here. You know what I'm saying? And when we here, we show ourselves. And I don't normally do that, but that sister was like just super, super cool. You know what I'm saying? Just super, super cool. And she had a great vibe. And I felt so good when I did that. I was like, you know what? It's good to just, when you find somebody that's genuine, you give it, you give up, you give it up, you give something. It doesn't necessarily mean have to be money. Maybe it could just be, a good word, a hug, or whatever the case may be. But that's just what I felt compelled to do. And I did that. And I'm saying that to say, what you put out in the world definitely comes back. And I think this is kind of what's going on. That's all I'm saying. That was the whole point of that. Kick rocks, my guy. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you too, my brother. For real, for real, for real. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. And that's how I believe. Like, you gotta sow them seeds, right? You gotta pay it forward. I'm a big believer of that. You have to pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? And I think what we do, the energy we put out, is what's going to be a reflection of what's going to come back. So with all of that said, everyone who shot a super chat to me today, I appreciate y'all. That's just amazing. Man, I guess I didn't need to trade today. I didn't need to trade today. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Without you, many of us would be still stuck in the weeds of this journey. Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. For real, for real. Well, I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the fame. I do it just for the love and because I want everyone to succeed. That's the love. You know what I mean? So let's get to tip of the day because y'all about to make me, y'all got like what they say. I got a knot. I'm getting knots in my throat, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to tip of the day. Yeah, it was super. It was just super cool, man. That was super cool. That was great. That blew her mind. She didn't even expect that. Like, y'all blowing my mind today. I ain't expect none of that. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all. That's why we are such a knit community, a tight knit community. Excuse me. All right. So tip of the day is, man, y'all got me over here choking up, man. Y'all need to stop. For real, for real. Tip of the day is, if you're always in a trade, you're doing it wrong. You heard that. For real, my nail girl, like, seriously. Like, y'all got me up here, you know, gotta put all, you know what I'm saying? Gotta pull all the masculinity out of me to keep my eyes in the proper spot, if you know what I'm saying. But yes, tip of the day. If you're always in a trade, you're doing it wrong. Just think about that. If you're always in a trade, you're doing it wrong. Just think about that. Just think about what that's saying. If I'm always in a trade, I'm doing it wrong. Yeah. Because remember, y'all know we should not be trading every day. We should never always be in a trade. And I say probably 99% of us know that. IRS watching, like, okay. Wait, did you say set up the trade this Sunday? Yeah. We're still gonna jump on Sunday. I'm gonna schedule it. We're just gonna see how it's looking. If the volume is looking because it's gonna be, how would I say this? This will actually be my first time even with a bank holiday, where a bank holiday like happened for the overnight session. So I just really want to see what it looks like. I know what it's going to do for the New York session. That's why I told y'all I ain't even really doing that. but like I'm definitely not trading, and we for sure won't have no stream on Monday. Yeah, we won't have no stream on Monday. Live stream morning, Sunday overnight, yes, and Monday overnight, yes. And like I said, just to double check, just remember I'm going to schedule everything. It'll be all scheduled by tomorrow. So you'll know. So all you got to do is just go to the channel, and actually you're going to get the notifications. But if you want to double check, just go to the channel and you'll see what's scheduled. It'll be dated, all that stuff. All right. So, right. not only, and dog be having me cracking up. Right. Not only if you're always in a trade, you're doing it wrong, but if you have no no strategy, you're doing it wrong. Right? But yeah. All right. So let's think about this. I'm not going to even ask y'all if it always or selective, because I already know y'all going to always say selective. I already know I don't even need to ask y'all that. Right, V Brewer? V Brewer. So you might have to Zell our guy. YouTube going to want their part. Yeah, YouTube, they take some bread out of it. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. No big deal. So think about this. Selective trading wins. No, yes. Market opens 6 p.m. We're definitely doing our overnight, 6 p.m. Yes, Chris. And we're also doing Sunday overnight as well. And like I said, I'm going to schedule it. But Monday live stream, like what we're doing now, Monday this time, it'll be no stream. And you'll notice I won't have nothing scheduled for Monday morning live stream. Next week it'll be morning live streams. Will be Tuesday through Friday. Evening streams will pretty much be evening streams will be every day next week. It'll be Sunday, Monday, of course, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sunday is going to be, we're going to play it by ear. We're going to jump in there. We're going to see what it looked like. Being it's a bank holiday, I want to see what it looks like. I've never was in an overnight session when they had a bank holiday. So if nonetheless, even if we don't take a trade or we take it on demo, I'm good with that. But nonetheless, let's get the characteristics of what's going on the bank holidays when we're talking about Australia, Asia, London session, right? Let's see what's going on there. And then we just kind of play it by ear. You know what I'm saying? If volume is this is what I'm looking for. If the volume for the overnight session on Sunday looks like the way it looks when we have our bank holidays for New York session, then I'm not gonna trade it live. I'll go on demo. We'll talk a little bit and then we'll get out of there. And then of course nothing on Monday, and then for sure Monday 6 p.m. Evening session for Monday night. We go definitely jump on that because the bank holiday will be done overseas, right? And we should be back to normal and be able to trade our 5-0 and, you know what I'm saying, get it rocking. Yep. So, but yeah, so once again, if you're always in a trade, you're doing it wrong. Selective trading wins. Just think about that. Selective trading. That means what? Your A+ setups, right? That's the selective, right? High probability, right? High probability entries, those things. That's how we win in trading, right? Think about it. If we're always in a trade, what does that mean? We're overexposing ourselves, right? We're overexposing ourselves. And this kind of goes back to probabilities too. But on the cons of probabilities with this one, if we're always in a trade, that means what? Every time we're in a trade, we're increasing our risk, right? That's why we take high probability setups, because we want to make sure that we know one thing. High probability setups do not come around like constantly every day, all day, right? They come around selectively. So we wait for those. We're patient. We're disciplined. We're snipers. We wait for those setups to come and we take them, right? So being that we're only taking high probability setups, we're also managing our risk. Now, if we're always in a trade, then what does that do? That compounds our risk on the other side, because now we're overexposing ourselves, right? So we want to sit out more, right? Because we have to. If you're taking high probability setups, you're sitting out a lot, because high probability setups and A+ setups don't come around all the time. We know that. So that's how we want to be. That's why we want to be selective, because selective trading wins. Sit out more, trade better, right? Just think about it that way. Sit out more, trade better. Hey, bro, you know what? Hey, I ain't, that's why I said let's at least take a look, V Brewer, because one thing about me, I don't shoot nothing down until I actually get a chance to see. I don't never have no preconceived notions about anything unless I've done it before and I can speak from experience. But being that I haven't even touched it, overnight session on this level like that, we got to see. We got to go up in there and see what's up. For real. Like, we got to go see. So we about to go see. What's that? You don't be rolling off the Yoli, or are you? Wait, come back, Chris. I missed that. Oh, that's for Yoli. Oh, got you. Got you. What time are you starting trades for today? I'm new to the channel. Aiden, what's up? Aiden Bauman, what's up? Welcome. Glad you're here. Usually, my guy, we get cracking right away at 6:30 because, well, 9:30 Eastern. I'm in LA, so for me it'll be 6:30 when market opens. We get cracking right away. We start at 6:15, and we get ourselves prepared and ready for the charts. So 6:15, it's already 7:35. The most opportune time for our windows are going to be market open, which will be 9:30 Eastern. So about this time, about an hour into the market, for the way that I trade and strategies that I trade. I'm not on a chart looking for trades all day. If I'm not, the strategies that I have, Aiden, if they don't set up they will usually set up before this time. There's only one strategy that could possibly set up. Well, actually, no, that's not true. At 7:30 now, all my strategies would have set up. Unfortunately, today, Aiden, both of my strategies were invalidated. There's one I take on a 1 minute, one I take on a 15-minute. They both were invalidated today, so unfortunately, there was no trade for me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't force anything. I believe in my strategies. I rock my strategies, and that's pretty much it. So today, really nothing. But we're still in here. It's not really just about the trading. The trading is like a small part of what we're doing here. We're here on psychology. Anybody in the trading community will tell you we're here fine-tuning and sharpening our trading sword every day. We do a question of the day. We do a tip of the day. It's all based on psychology. It's all based on, first of all, being a process-driven trader so we can become a consistent, profitable trader. That's what this is all about. So we do trade together, but like I said, the main thing is working on our psychology and working on our process. Because without psychology, without process, you'll never get to the bag. So we focus on that first. And payouts and profits are just a byproduct of what we're doing here. That's the end result. So we don't even look at that. We don't even count that. Literally, that's like the last thing on the list of what we prioritize to be as traders. Because one thing we know, Aiden, if we are process-driven traders, we definitely are going to get to the bag. Period. Definitely going to get to the bag. So just, that's what we're doing here. Like I said, welcome. Stay with us. Oh, you good, you good, you good, you good. I'm with you, C. You good, you good. Yeah, so that's what we do, Aiden. But like I said, welcome. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, James. Appreciate you, my guy. Becoming a member. That's dope. So all the new members that we got today, be looking forward to seeing you on Sunday. For our overnight stream, we have a members only stream. So like, as I stated, just remember, just make sure you hit the notification bell. So when I put members only stuff out or just anything in general, that you get that notification. Because as a member, I want to make sure you're getting that ASAP. I don't want you to be like, dang, I didn't see it there. You've been there 2 days ago. You know what I mean? So, see, yeah, you know what? I know that. I just, you know what I'm saying? When I read it, that's why I got quiet. But I just saw your message come through my phone. But yeah. I'm with you, 1,000%. But let me just say this: professional acumen, right? So I just was like, but I'm glad that you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad you. Trust me, I'm with you. I'm with you. That's why when I read it, I was like, oh, I ain't even repeat it. But yeah. That's funny. Inside joke. That's funny. Trust me, I'm with you. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing for Sunday. But yeah, going back to tip of the day. Remember, we always just want to make sure that we are working on performance, not trade frequency. We don't want to be placing a bunch of trades. We don't want to overexpose us. We don't want to overexpose ourselves. Remember, it increases our risk. And we also have to understand that sitting out more helps us trade better. Sitting on our hands, being disciplined is what we want to be. You know what I mean? Just think about a professional trader. Professional traders, they don't take multiple trades a day. Matter of fact, they don't even take multiple trades a week. They may take 1 or 2. And I had a chance to talk to a professional trader. I'm talking about someone that's trading like millions of dollars at a time. And I learned a lot from them. They're snipers. Seriously. They sit back and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. But then when they go in, they're going in with like 50 cons. Like, I'm serious. 100 cons. But also too, yeah, see, I got you. Yeah, I got you. But also too, they trade in their live account. Ain't no prop firms. Prop firms can't even hold them. They're trading a live account. You know what I'm saying? They may have multiple live accounts because you can get sub accounts. You can get actually have multiple live accounts too. When you playing with that kind of money, the brokers will do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do that. But, of course, think about the kind of money they playing with, what kind of money they have in their account. You know what I'm saying? They run 50 cons, run 100 cons. They got few hundreds of bands up in their account at the same time. But what I can tell you is, I'm saying that to say they don't trade every day. Period. They're snipers. What you got, Aiden? Yeah, I've been in the server for almost a week. I started trading on Sunday when market opened on a 100K account, and I've been watching Juvy's videos, and I can't tell what I'm doing wrong. I'm down 15K. Okay. Well, do this. DM me, and then I'm just going to ask you some questions and then get you on the right track. You know what I'm saying? And get you on the right track. So just DM me on Discord at TradeGheenyuz. If you look, I'm a coach in TEF. I'm a coach and a brand ambassador of the Edge Funder in that Discord. And in the Inner Circle Discord, I'm a guide or trainer in that Discord and a moderator. So just go ahead on and just hit me, just DM me. And then I'm just gonna ask you some questions, and we'll get through it. But don't let it be mentally draining. So let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, Aiden. I've blown close to 300 accounts, bro. It might be over 300, but I know it dang near close to 300 if it ain't 300. Literally, I've blown that many accounts. Now, I was trading 20 at a time, so when I blew one, I was blowing 20, right? So if I blow 10 accounts, that's 200 accounts. So it wasn't like I was trading one individual account. Let me at least make that part clear. But the point is that don't be mentally drained, bro. It's part of the grind. Just understand that. Being a trader is like being an athlete. When you're an athlete, you know one thing what? What is the nemesis of being an athlete? Getting an injury. What's the nemesis of being a trader? Blowing an account. It's the same thing. Now, of course, the account doesn't end our career, thank goodness, versus an athlete, but I'm just giving you an analogy, right? That's one of what is the worst thing that can happen as a trader? A blown account. What's the worst thing that can happen as an athlete? An injury. Now, I know they have two totally different effects, but I'm just letting you know that even an athlete that has an injury can rehab back and get back, right? So same thing with us. We blow an account, it's no big deal. And don't let it mentally drain you. Remember, no feelings in trading. Seriously, no feelings in trading. Now, don't get me wrong. There's things that happen. We're human, right? We're going to get frustrated. Don't get me wrong. But we work on what? Not allowing those feelings to take over our demeanor, so to speak, right? Like yesterday, I made a mistake on one of my trades, and I was frustrated about it, but it didn't change my day. Like, I wasn't walking around angry all day or pissed off. I was just pissed off with circumstance because I know better. And guess what? Today's another day. I ain't even worrying about that. I know one thing, it ain't gonna happen again. That's the thing that I do know. It's not gonna happen again. You know what I mean? Because it's something I have to work on. We're all in here working, right? We're all in here under construction. Think about it. We're all in here under construction. Everybody in here is under construction in some regard. You may have one part of your trading game straight, but there's other areas you got to work on. All of us are in here on the same thing, period. V Brewer, good people, y'all have an amazing weekend. Grandkids coming in tomorrow. That's what's up. I'll be seeing everybody on Sunday evening. Yep, love y'all. Stay safe over the weekend, over this holiday weekend. That's what's up, my guy. Enjoy the grandbabies, man. And hey, V Brewer, don't be sitting down talking about I'm tired when they be running around. I want you running around with them the whole time. All right. Did you? No, I don't trade HSS, Chris. Serena may have. Yeah, I don't trade it. You know, I'm gonna start. I haven't traded though. My coach calls it heartless trade. Right. I like that. I really like that. Yeah, my buddy who got me in the trading reassured me and said that at least everyone in the server has been where I'm at, and some have had it worse. Others than, yeah, I got you, man. I'm about to DM you. That's what's up. Cuz, what's happening? I got another cuz in the chat. Matter of fact, when I told y'all when I went to New Orleans to help my cuz do some stuff, that's the cuz I'm talking about. He just popped in right now. What up, cuzzo? What's up? But yeah, Aiden. Just keep that in mind, bro. Do not, and it's for everyone too. And y'all know this, like you blow an account, whatever. It's no big deal. Just you do have to be responsible to do one thing. Just make sure you're journaling. Make sure you're writing down what's going on. So this way we can get an idea of what it is that we need to, or let me say this, at least we have the data to get an idea of actually what possibly could be going wrong, right? Because the journaling is going to do what? It's going to allow us to identify any inconsistencies in our trading, right? So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. That's what's important. Because remember, okay, see, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'll jump on in a second, check it out. But that's what's important. We want to make sure that what? We're always, he said, I'm the only one, cuz. Cuz. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, so we always just want to make sure that that we, you know, that we stay, how would I say, I want to make sure we get this right term, that we just stay level-headed. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what's going on, just think about being poker face, right? Just everything is poker face. Just stay stoic. You know what I mean? Just stay stoic through all of the madness. Seriously, just stay stoic as you can. Don't mean you ain't gonna get frustrated. It's okay to be frustrated, right? That's okay. It's a feeling. It's just like being happy, right? It's a feeling. It's no big deal. But just don't allow frustration or anything to like spill over into your attitude, right? Your demeanor, because then that's when it becomes an issue. Like we can't never stop. Like something happens, you're like, oh, like let's say you got in a trade in the wrong direction, it went against you. You'll probably be like, dang, I got into a trade. That's normal, right? But we're not gonna walk around all day pissed off. We're not gonna have like, you know, a bad attitude. We're not gonna go into the weekend, you know what I'm saying, with this demeanor that, you know, like everything is not good. Like, no, we're not gonna do all that. Practicing trading from TradingView. Only one monitor a day I have been on paper trade. Oh, okay, cool. That's what I thought too. I thought that was for Serena. But yeah, so just keep that in mind and don't get frustrated. Like literally, and when I say, I'm gonna say don't get frustrated. Don't let the frustration, like, you know, like don't let it like change your demeanor. Don't let it kill your shine. Just rock with it. Understand, hey, we blow accounts. I got more work to do. Just tell yourself that. You make a mistake, I got more work to do. But just make sure you're not making the same mistakes over and over. You know what I'm saying? So going back to tip of the day, we're gonna wrap up tip of the day, and then I'll ask some questions, and then we'll get up out of here. So just remember, if you're always in a trade, you're doing it wrong. Basically, if you're always trading, you're overexposing yourself, you're overexposing your accounts, and you're increasing your risk. You don't need to do that. If you're 8+ setups are not coming around all day, every day. So you shouldn't always be in a trade, period. You should be sitting back, being a sniper, being selective, waiting for your high probability setup. You see it, you take it. Boom, done. Just that simple. Literally just that simple. All right. Now, any questions, any concerns, anything y'all want to talk about? We got a little bit of time. Let me see. Let me jump back to, let's jump back to the charts just to see what's going on over here. Let me jump back to the 5-minute. Not really anything. Let's see here. Market opened here. Yep. So far, this is what we got as far as price action is concerned. This is what we got so far. Right there. Oh, let me move this over because this will be technically New York open candle right here. This is what we got so far. Realistically speaking, not really too much there. Depending on your strategies that you trade. I know some of y'all caught the breakout, which would have been this right here. Let me X this out since I'm on the 1 minute. Let me close this out real quick. And I know the breakout that y'all took. Shout out to Jerry Jack, and I think it was a few other y'all took that as well. It would have been this right here. You took this consolidation breakout right here. That's what y'all took. That blue line would have been a good target, but this is a trade that, oh, let me fix that. This is the trade that most of y'all, well, hey, where's my little guy at? My little guy just got out of there on me. All right, cool. So this was the breakout trade that y'all ate off this morning. And actually, it's a good one. You start seeing price consolidating. Open this up a little bit. Price started consolidating a little bit, little ranging a little bit. There was a high already created way back here. This was what, 6:10 my time, 9:10 Eastern, and took the breakout. Not bad for those of y'all that made bread on that. Cool little breakout trade. Not really too much going on as far as volume. You can kind of see price is pretty much doing what? It looks like a continuation of overnight session, right? So overnight session opened here, and New York session opened here. And if you look at it, it pretty much looks like a continuation of what was going on last night. So at this point, price is ranging. Nothing too much going on there. So it is what it is. Trent, can you show how to take multiple TPs on TradingView? Absolutely. Real simple. Let me get in my demo account real quick. Of course. Let's go here. Let's go here. Bam. Let's get in here. And, all right, in a demo account, let's do it. So, let's see here. How can I do this? Because I want to do this like make this make sense. All right, cool. So, let's say I'm just gonna put all my entries above price. All right. So let's say I'm getting in a buy. I don't care if this taps me in. It's no big deal. All right. So I set my buy for 5 micro contracts. Right. All right. Now let's say I want to take partials along the way. Let's say like each one of these blue lines are targets. Right. All right. So first TP. Right. If I'm in a buy, then you know it has to be a sell. Right. Anything that we initiate on a buy will always be the opposite. Our stop loss is going to be a sell stop. Our take profits are going to be sell limits if we're in a buy entry. If we're in a sell entry, that means our take profits are going to be buy limits and our stop loss is going to be a buy stop. Don't get confused with that. It's not, whatever your entry is, it's always going to be the opposites on your take profit and your stop loss. Just remember that. If it's a buy, you initiate everything with sells. If you're in on a sell, you initiate everything else with buys. All right, cool. Here we go. So let's say I'm going to trim take partials on one contract all the way up, right? All right, so here we go. So it'll be a sell limit, right? So I'm going to change this to 1 and confirm that. All right, so when price hits here, it's going to take me out of one of those contracts. It's going to bank one of those. Then let's say I'm going to take my next TP here on that second contract. Boom. Price gets there. Now that's 2 contracts that'll be banked out of this 5 contracts that I'm in. So it'll leave me with 3 contracts left, right? So here, I'm going to set another one. Bam. That's my third one for my, I'm still in. Remember, if price hits here, I'm in on 4 contracts. It hits here, I'm in on 3. Every time it's hitting one of these take profits, I'm in on another. I'm basically banking contracts as I'm going along. So let's say here at the bottom of this reverse zone, I take another one. That'll be 4. Oh shoot, my bad, y'all. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Oh, my bad. All right, start all over. My bad. Trend tripping. All right, so I'm just gonna exit out all this and do it over again. Since I wasn't on my screen share, then I'm gonna exit out. All right, so entry, 5 micros. All right, so let me just change that right now. And let's change this to, come on, get in there. All right, cool. So, come on, I hate when it does that. All right, there we go. All right, so, nope, we want 5. Confirm. So, we're in on, oh, it's glitching. All right, hold on, y'all. It's glitching. All right, let's do this over. Let me go in here, and let me just change this to 5. All right, it's already changed to 5. That's what I thought. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. Let's get it. All right, so we're gonna take this entry at 5 micros. We're gonna trim our position at each one of these levels here. So blue line. I'm laughing, y'all. My bad. All right, so 1 contract. All right, Then I'm going to take another, set another TP at this level, that blue line, for another contract. I'm going to set another TP at this level for another contract, right? Let's say I'm going to take another TP at the bottom of this reversal zone, another contract. And let's say price comes up, hypothetically speaking, it taps me in a trade, it comes up, it hits all these TPs, right? I'll still be in one more contract because it's 4 TPs, but it's 5 contracts. So, and each of these TPs represent one contract. So I'll still be in on one contract. And let's say I'm going to take that last TP on the last contract there. So that's how you would set multiple TPs. You can also do it this way. Let's say you want to take 3 here, and then 1 there and 1 there. That's still a total of 5. Let's say you want to take 2 here, right? And then you're going to take 1 there, and then let's say you take your last 2 contracts there. And there you are. There's so many scenarios of ways that you could do it. That is how you take multiple, that would be how you set multiple TPs. And that's actually the only way that you can set multiple TPs in TradingView. You have to do it manually. Now, if you use the short and long position tool, you can only set 1 TP on that, right? But if you do it this way, you can do it manually. And you can also, of course, set your stop loss, which will be a sell stop. Let's say stop loss is here. So now, of course, when you're doing this manually, I will always recommend never set your stop loss until your entry has been initiated. Why? Because let's say you're not in a trade, right? And you're not even tapped in. Well, you're not tapped in, you're not in the trade. So you're not in the trade, right? And let's say just price this tanks. If you have a stop loss there, this sell order is gonna initiate, and you don't want that to happen. And it's not going to be a sell, it's going to be a buy because it's a sell stop. So it's going to turn into the opposite of the order. So just be mindful of that. So if you notice when I'm trading, because you guys know I always set my entries and my take profits manually, right? All right, so we tapped in on this trade. Of course, this is a demo, so no big deal. So now once I'm tapped in, now I'll set my stop loss. And as you can see, stop loss is set to 2. It's set to 2 because that was the last contract order that we put in. So we got to make sure our stop loss always matches our entry. So there it is. 5 contract stop loss for a 5 micro contract entry. So that would be the easiest way to do it. Very simple. And also, you can slide these. You can move these at any point. The only thing that you can't slide is your entry. Once your entry there is there, but even your stop loss, you can slide your stop loss as well. You can put it wherever you want. You can put it wherever you want. All you got to do is just grab it and slide it. You can move these anywhere you want to there. Or you can exit them out and redo them, whatever you want to do. But it's very, very simple, very easy, very doable. All right, let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. I know y'all always say you can't see the screen. I know y'all wanted to choke me on that one. My bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. Who's that smiling? Oh, Lun, where you been? Thanks for tapping in. Lun, I ain't seen you in a minute. Everybody laughing. Yeah, I remember not to set SL until I get in. Absolutely. Yes. Don't set your stop loss until you're in the trade. If you're manually setting your entries and your TPs and stuff like that, just remember that. I remember how I was wondering how it closed so quickly. Yep. Just like that. And then remember, when you close this out, let's say I close out the trade, right? Everything is gone. Now, there's a lot of times where everything does not leave. So this is a pro tip. Just make sure that you don't close your trade out, not pay attention, and then you have a TP sitting up here somewhere. Be careful, because if price goes to tap that, you'll be sleeping, you'll be doing whatever, thinking you're logged off your charts, logged out of your accounts, but you still have an order on that chart. Excuse me. Even when you log off or close out, if you leave an order on that chart, that order will be initiated. So just know, when we log out of our trade of 8 or whatever we're on, whatever platform we're on, the orders do not close out. They stay there. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Now, since we're on this, I'm just going to run into this too. Now, if you just want to do a set it and forget it, and you can't set multiple TPs, let's say you want to go to sleep and you want to be in a trade, or you need to take a trade and you're going to be gone. You need to step out, but you're going to leave your devices on. You're going to be in a trade. Let's say it's going to be a long, right? We'll just say it'll be a long, right? We'll just do a long, just for example purposes, right? All right. So let's say that's going to be your target. This is going to be your stop loss, right? And it's 1.75, whatever. It's just for example purposes. So how you can do a set it and forget it trade, right? Where you can actually set it and price will not initiate your order until it hits the entry. So this is a little bit different way. So you would right click inside the box, create limit order. Make sure you change this. Oh, let me move my little TV out the way. All right. Make sure you change this because it's always going to go to limit. Make sure you change this to stop limit, because you're not just putting a limit order. You're also putting a stop and a take profit. So that's why it's a stop limit. So when this order box opens, make sure you click inside of that. Right. And then when you do that, you'll see all the denominations. You'll see the dollars in there. You see your stop loss is $228. Your profit is 396. Of course, as you change contracts, you'll notice those numbers will change. So if I go 5, you see this went 660, this went 380. This also changed to 5. So you can change your contracts in there. Once you get all that set, then you hit buy and your order is there. Now, what's so good about doing it this way is even if price comes down here and touches this stop loss, the order will not initiate. It will only initiate if price touches the entry. So this is like a set it and forget it. This is like if you're going to take a trade and you got to leave. Like, I got something I got to go do. I got an appointment. I got a dentist appointment, hypothetically speaking, but I know I'm going to take this trade and I'm going to set it up and I'm just going to go. This will allow you to actually take the trade hands-free and not worry about anything. Only one or two things going to happen when you come home. Either you're still going to be in that trade, or it already hit TP, or it hit stop loss. So you can still take trades when you're away. So now everything is initiated. As you see, my sell limit turned red. So did my sell stop. That lets you know that they were initiated once price hit my entry. So that's what's cool about that. Now I want to show y'all something else. Since we're already talking about this, we own it now. So let's say we do that again, right? Let me move this up a little bit. All right, let me show y'all something. So remember, we set our parameters where we want. All you got to do is drag and slide these wherever you want them. Real easy. All right, let's say that's it. That's our trade. All right, we're going to right click, create limit order. If you do not select stop limit, what's going to happen is if you leave it on limit and you don't select stop limit, when you hit buy, it's going to automatically put you in a trade at market price. So just be careful of that. So that is what you have to make sure of that you do not do, right? And we'll do it again. So if you're going to use this, right click, create limit order, make sure you change this to stop limit. When you do that, as you can see even what's going on. Even look down here. Watch this. When it's on limit, what is this telling me? Buy 3 micros, right, at 29.69125. It's saying that, but it's really going to be at market order. That's what it's saying. But watch when I change this to stop limit. Now look what's in there now. You see basically buy 3 micros at 29.69125, stop at 29.69150. Now, once I select it, the parameters are already there. And the only way that this would get initiated is when price crosses entry, like I showed y'all the first time. So there it is. Yep. That is how you do it. Real simple. Real simple. Like price is going to tap me in right now. Well, at least it looks like it is. And this is a cool set and forget it way to do it. And look, another thing too. I was going to let tap me in. Another thing too, I'm going to just exit this. Another thing too you can do with this tool, You see it has the risk reward right here. It tells you what your risk reward is. So if you set it up, you can already set it for 1 to 2. You already know it's 1, right? Because you know it's 1, right? But the risk reward is 2, 1 to 2 here. It also gives you the target, gives you your target points. This is the points. These aren't ticks. It's ticks here. Points, ticks, and the amount. And the same thing on the stop loss. Points, ticks, and the amount of the stop loss. Now, for some reason, I don't think that's 750. Yeah, see, that's weird. You see how the 750 is not moving down here? Pay attention to that. So little glitch that I've noticed. It's saying 750, but that's not right. You'll have to do the calculation on your own. I don't know why. This is a little glitch within TradingView. Now, if you look up here, this changes the dollar amount on a target. That changes. You can see that changing from 1,700, 1,600, now 1,500. But for some reason, I don't know why I've noticed this lately. The amount does not reflect what's going on a stop loss, but that's okay. You can still do the math, right? 95 ticks times a $1.50 tick value. You just do the math on that. We know off the dollar, it's what? 95 off the 50. What's that? 95, that's 47.50, right? So it's $147.50 is what will be your stop loss risk here. Just got to do the math real quick. Real easy. All right, let's see here. But this last entry is useful for the HSS strategy where a market order is the way to go. No, you always want to do limit order. You always want to do limit order on the, I mean, you can market order in. I would recommend doing limit orders on the 5-0. Oh, I'm sorry. You said HSS strategy. My bad. HSS strategy, I believe that is a market order on that. Serena can let you know. I don't trade it like that. I know Serena's more proficient with HSS than I am. I believe it is a market order though. 750 is the account balance. No, it should be depicting. This is supposed to depict what's going on here, Bottoman, just like this one is. The amount. The amount should always give you it always gives you your amount in points, amount in ticks, and amount in dollars. It's the same thing down here. This stop is the amount. This is your stop in points, your stop in ticks, and it should be your stop amount in dollars. So it should tell you your risk. That's what it's designed to do. But for some reason, it's a glitch right there. I don't know why that is. Yeah, it's a glitch right there. As you can see, when you move it here, you see that everything's changing. Even the amount here, the only thing that's not changing is the amount. And I'm telling you, there's been 750 here for the past few months that I've noticed. So it's something going on there. What? I don't know. I've definitely updated it to the new version. So it's just a glitch within, what's the name? And I noticed that before on a long too. So I just usually go by the ticks and do the math. Absolutely. HSS is a stop. How do we get Tradeovate copy group to show in trading view? You cannot get that to show in trading view. Laser focused mind. Yes, you can copy trade TBT and loose together. You just have to get you just got to get a copy trader. So what's price trying to get a little bullish right now, huh? I'm looking, I'm like, huh? Look at this. So what happened here? So 724 hit, boom. What is there? Okay. And then it's just been buying ever since. Did it take out the lows? No, it did not take out Asia lows or even London lows. Yeah, this would be London lows here. Yeah. Okay. Prices got a little bullish. Gonna go start taking some all-time highs again. Let me remove that. But yeah, y'all, that's the easiest way to do it. Serena on HSS, it's a market order, limit order. And on the Tradeovate thing, that is, you have to set that up on Tradeovate. Laser focused mind. I don't trade Tradeovate. I can't stand it. Seriously. Okay, market order. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, I believe you are definitely correct, Bottovan, because I remember him when he and I was talking one time, and he was just, because I was asking him about strategy, and he was just like, yeah, man, I'm really quick. I'm super fast. I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, it would definitely have to be a market order. Yeah, have to be a market order. Yeah. But so So just to kind of give y'all, let y'all kind of understand, like me and TradeGheenyuz, I never was able to get into TradeGheenyuz because when I first started my trading career, I was in the options community. Some of y'all know that. So I was already using TradingView there, right? For my charting. In options, I was actually placing my demo trades in Charles Schwab and Thinkorswim. But I had TradingView for charting. So I was already using the platform. So when I became a futures trader and I used TradeGheenyuz as my broker, right? I tried, but it was really hard for me to mess with it because I was already using TradingView, and I'm like, TradeGheenyuz is a freaking dinosaur. Like they don't even have none of the tools. They don't have like nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nothing. Like, well, for me, coming from TradingView, I was like, they don't have nothing, and I was new, right? This is like, I don't even think I'm a couple of months into my trading career. Like I'm green, don't know nothing. So being that I was already familiar with TradingView, I was not trying to, how would I say, I was not trying to learn something else, right? I wanted to stay learning what I was learning. I was comfortable with it. And just kind of playing with TradingView for like a couple of hours, I was like, this thing is horrible. And from there, I never, ever traded on TradeGheenyuz, never try to learn TradeGheenyuz. All I do is go in there. I go into TradeGheenyuz, and the most thing I do in there is go in my settings if I need to change one of my settings for something or something like that, or depositing funds or taking out funds, whatever the case may be. But I don't use TradeGheenyuz for anything but my broker. I place no trades on there. I don't know how to set nothing up. I don't want to know how to set nothing up. Like, I'm cool. The only thing is, I was thinking about like going in there and learning so I could just make a video for everyone who may struggle with it. But I would rather encourage everyone to use TradingView because you don't need TradeGheenyuz. Like you only really use TradeGheenyuz for one thing: get your live account, because you need them for that. There's only, out of all the futures brokers that we have for our live accounts where we're parking our own bread, I would say NinjaTrader, and TradeGheenyuz, and TradeGheenyuz being first. And I only use them as my broker. That's it. And my data. That's where I pay for my data. Because think about it. With TradingView, the beauty of TradingView is what? You can connect any TradeGheenyuz account you have. So if you have a TradeGheenyuz account, all my accounts get connected here. So think about it. When we buy prop firm accounts, they ask us, right? They ask us, what do you choose? You're going to go with TradeGheenyuz, TradingView. You're going to go with QuantView. You're going to go with, whatever charts that they have for you to choose, right? So when you think about Take Profit, Lucid, TF don't count because TF is trading through their own dashboard. So TEF and Top Step X, you can't count them because they're trading through their own dashboard. And they're trading on TradingView through their own dashboard. But every other prop firm that you purchase, it asks you, TradeGheenyuz, NinjaTrader, whatever you're going to do, right? So I always choose TradeGheenyuz. Why? So this way I know that as long as I'm choosing TradeGheenyuz as my broker for my prop firm accounts, that I can go into TradingView, click on TradeGheenyuz, and log into TradeGheenyuz with any one of my prop firm credentials, and I can trade that prop firm on TradingView. That's why I use that. Ease of use. All my accounts go the same way. Only one that's different is TEF. That's the only one that's different because of the way that it's set up, because you trade through their dashboard. It's the same way Top Step X is set up, as far as that is concerned. So that's why I like TradeGheenyuz. That's why I choose TradeGheenyuz. And also too, if you have data purchased on TradeGheenyuz, you don't have to purchase data on TradingView, because when you come to TradingView and you sign into your TradeGheenyuz accounts, guess what? You're trading your TradeGheenyuz accounts on TradingView. So if you have data already paid for, you don't have to pay for data if you're in your live account. If you're on a prop firm account, you automatically get the data free with your prop firm account. So you won't have to pay for data either way on TradingView. On TradingView. You only need a subscription with TradingView, and you can do the Essential. That's the lowest tier subscription you can do. I have the highest tier just because I don't want to be limited on functions, but that's my choice. But you can still get by with the Essential. Essential is cool. And that's all you need for your trading. That's how you set your trading up. It makes it so much easier, so much more doable. If you want to copy trade, you can use I just got TradeSync last night. I'm on a 7-day trial. I did the monthly. I'm on a 7-day trial right now for the pro account. I did the monthly, and definitely easy to set up. I set it all up last night real quick. They even have tutorials. It's easy. Like there's a tutorial on there. Dude walks you through how to do it step by step. It's super simple. Um, and I haven't taken a trade with it yet, but I still have my Apex copier, my NT8, Apex NT8, and also have TradeSync. So if you want to go down in my description and you want to check out Apex NT8, you know what I'm saying? Just go on my description. I have a link there and you can check it out. Those are the two that those are the two that I would go with. TradeSync is new to me, but Euphoria uses it. And if he's using something, I definitely respect this game and I respect this hustle. And I know if he's using it, it would definitely have to be good. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing how he rocks. That's where I am with. That's the only thing that I don't like about TradeSync is that it's a monthly fee. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Even if you can afford it, right? It's not about affordability, right? It's about it's our business, right? So think about this. Trading is our business, right? So wherever we can cut costs, let's cut costs. I didn't say take shortcuts. I said cut cost. It's a difference. We ain't taking no shortcuts. But if we can find a way to cut some costs, and we're not being cheap, you know, we're not being cheap, like cut costs that makes sense, right? Then there it is. So the reason why I really enjoyed using Apex before it started, it's just been real glitchy lately, is it was a one-time payment of $149 and you own it. And they give you 2 licenses, so you can put it on 2 different computers. I thought that was boss. TradeSync, $100 a month. No, it's not a lot of money, but I'm adding, you know what I'm saying? But everything has their pros and cons, no matter how you look at it. Everything has their pros and cons. But I'm definitely going to try TradeSync. Didn't get a chance to try it today, but I'm definitely going to try it out, and I'm going to see. So next week, give me a month, and I'll let y'all know, you know, how it's rocking. I did the free trial before I started using Apex, but hate Apex, don't work on my Mac. But yes, so let me say this: with Apex is not built for iOS. So you're gonna run Apex, hence why I have my gaming laptop, because I run all my copy trading through my gaming laptop. The funny thing is, as long as this is what I love though. As long as I'm logged in my copy trader on my gaming laptop, which is a PC, right? Because it's all connected, right? I can still come to my Mac, like I'm on right now. I'm on my Mac Studio. I can still log into my TradeVate account, which meaning anyone that I can still log into, like, all right, so I have my Take Profit Trader, my Funded Futures, my Lucid, my live account, all on my copy trader, right? So I can still on my Mac, I can still go into TradeVate. I can log into, let's say I log into my Lucid. This is my Lucid accounts, right? And the thing is, what's so cool about that is, if I take a trade here, right? Oh, let me get out all this stuff. Do that, get out all of there. If I take a trade here, it still will activate my copy trader. That's the cool part. I don't have to be on my PC to take a trade and use my copy trader. I can be on a whole nother device, because remember, I'm still logged into the account, even though I'm on a different device. That's the other thing that I liked about my copier. So that's a little way that I do that. So I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I mean? So you can have your copy trader set up on another laptop, and still, long as you log it into that account, it will click over. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ty. It'll still kick over. That's what I do. That's how I do it. That's how it's set up. That's how I've always traded once I got this laptop. And I'm gonna tell you, the gaming laptop is gonna be a game changer for your copy trading, because these gaming laptops have a whole bunch of RAM, and that's what you need. Because remember, our laptops are processing a lot of information, a lot of data, right? So having a device that has a lot of RAM, especially for your copy trader, that's going to be ideal. That's one of the reasons why I got this gaming laptop. That was a game changer for me. So once again, shout out to my big brother coach and mentor at Scalp God. You know what I'm saying? He put me onto that. Me and Juvier. Actually, Juvier and I bought, Juvier got his, I think he bought his a day before, 2 days before mine, or we may have bought them the same day. But he turned us on to that. Pro tip, right? Ever since then, it's been cool. Now check this out. I was running the same copier on, my little $600 HP laptop. Glitched out. Ain't enough RAM on that one. It can't handle it. It's because remember, we need RAM. What is RAM? Random access memory, right? Your RAM is the brain, is the part of the brain inside of your laptop that does all the multitasking. So if you have a lot of RAM, you know what I'm saying, then it can handle all of that. That's why there's huge amount of RAMs in gaming laptops, because think about it. It got a bunch of stuff it got to process. You're shooting, you're fighting, you're doing all that gaming stuff. And it has to be with precision, and it has to be fast. It has to be on point, right? Processing, all of that got to be quick. So that is how a gaming laptop will benefit you in your trading, especially if you're using a copy trader. So little pro tip, that's why I have it. Once I got the gaming laptop, all of the little glitchy copy trader stuff I was dealing with literally went out the window. The stuff that I've been dealing with lately, that's within the copy trader itself, like the disconnecting and like it only initiating one of the accounts, not all of them. That's something with the copy trader. That ain't got nothing to do with my device. My device is ready to go because when it works, it works. Yeah, RAM is crazy right now. Yeah, RAM is crazy right now. For real, for real. I am using, I'll show you. I'm using what's called the Asus Rogue. Let me see here. Where is it? I had it. No. Let's go here. Amazon. And let's see here. Asus. It's the Asus Rogue Strix. It's this one. No, it is this one. Right here. This is the one that I have. I just got the 16 gig. That's all I needed. I'm only using it for trading, but this is what I have. Yep. That's all you need. And let me see, is that the exact one? No, that's not the exact one. I have this one, but I don't have the let's see here. Yeah, I don't have the Ryzen. Mine has the NVIDIA chip in it. Yeah, mine has a NVIDIA chip. Let me see if I can get to that one. Let me find it. It's this one. Yeah, no, because I have 18. One with the NVIDIA chip. Where are you? And I bought mine 2015. Boom, boom. I just wanted the NVIDIA chip. I didn't want the AMD Ryzen, whatever that is. You know what? Let me just do this. Let me go to my orders. I buy a bunch of stuff off Amazon. Let me find it. There we go. It should pop up. Yeah, y'all seeing all about, but just bought a bunch of golf stuff. All right, cool. So right here we go. Bam. That's the one I bought right there. This is it. And I bought it in 2024. That's right. It was October 18th. I don't know why I thought about 2025, but it was October 24. This is the one I bought right here. This is it. Cool. Dope. 18 Windows Pro. I mean, like I said, I'm only using it for trading. I don't use it. I don't do any, like I said, I do nothing on there. I just do straight trading. I don't send emails from here. It's only trading. It's all I do on there. I only pull up my trading view, my copy trader, and that's it. I got like 3 things on my desktop. That's it. I haven't even downloaded anything. It's the only thing I have on there. So this is the one. So It's cool. It's dope. You'll love it. Great device. Yeah. Ah, got you. People selling Mac on eBay. Wow, it's crazy. Gaming laptop. I'm getting the Steam box. Got you. Then a two bird. Yep. Dumb expensive. Hope you got that. Yeah, I'm sure you got that Karate 357. But yeah, that's the one that I use. I love it. I wouldn't change. It was actually one of the best investments into my trading game. And I got that. That was October 2024. I started my journey, my trading. My career started in late March, early April, somewhere around there. So you got to think I only had that. I was only like 6 months into my trading game when I got that, and it was a game changer. So yeah. How many screens can you connect to it? That's a good question. Oh, you know what? Because it's a PC, I know at least 4. Because the Mac is the only one that's restrictive, right? With Mac, you got to buy the certain, like with my Mac Studio, I can connect up to 8. But with my MacBook, I can only connect up to 2 or 3. I think it's 2 or 3 with my MacBook. But with my Mac Studio, I can connect up to 8. With the PC, with the right those hubs, you can, because it got two USB-Cs, two USB-Cs, 2 USB-As, a HDMI, and that's pretty much all that it pretty much has. But with that, you can be able to connect a bunch of stuff. Yep. So other than that, I mean, that's the one that I rock with. But yeah, it's an investment. I mean, don't get me wrong. 6 months into my trading career, I wasn't really looking to spend $2,300 on a laptop, but I understand that's something that I needed, right? It was an investment. So I just went ahead and just bought it. Also, too, if my big brother was pushing me, and telling me that this is what I needed, you know what I mean? Got to respect the game, right? So there it was. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm rocking with. You're welcome, my brother, anytime. Does your copy trader on PC has to be open while you're in a trade? Yeah, it's open. I have it. The good thing is, so on my desk, I have like a extended monitor for for the Asus ROG. So I bought an Asus monitor, and I got them paired together, right? So I got that extended monitor for my PC, and then I have my monitors here and stuff for my Mac Studio, right? Now, when y'all hear me say I'm placing trades, so because I have a monitor connected to my PC, I can open up stuff. I can open up my accounts and trading view on that monitor, but on my PC window, my laptop window of my PC, my gaming laptop, I have the copier up so I can look at that. And then over here on the monitor, I have my trading view up. So I can place my trades over here. I can place a trade over here on, like, I can take, let's say I take Lazy's trade, right? I have my 100K accounts up. I can take Lazy's trade. And then here on my Mac Studio, I can still trade my funded future and my take profit traders and take my 2 strategies that I trade during the morning, or 3 if they pop up. So that's how I'm able to kind of like double dip. The copier is running both, because I got the copier set up for my funded future and take profit trader accounts to copy together. And then I also have my copy trader set up for my 5 Traderify accounts. So that's pretty much how I do it. And I can run both. So I can place a trade over here, initiate those, place a trade on the Mac Studio, and then I'm actually running 2 trades off of the 1 copier. It's really, really kind of cool how I got it set up. He said, dang, you start trading around. Should I have to propose to my fiance? Absolutely, bro. Yeah, that's how I got it set up. It's cool. Yep, and I got the Asus monitor as well that I paired with that. It's really, really cool. It's a 24-inch. It's pretty big. And I got it sitting on the end of my what's-the-name. So it's kind of like I'm enclosed with monitors on my desk the way it's made. It's kind of cool. So cool little setup. It's a cool little setup. At this point, it's the only way that I would trade. I couldn't even see myself trading any different as far as device setup. But yeah. But I think we're going to get up out of here, man. If y'all don't have any more questions. I think I answered that. I said how many screens? Oh, yeah, I answered all that. All right, cool. Well, Friday, some of us made some bread today. Some of us sat on our hands. Either way, if you sat on your hands today, still kudos, go out to you because guess what? Sitting on your hands and deciding not to trade is taking a position. Understand that. Taking a position is just not taking an entry. Taking a position is also too knowing when to sit on your hands and not trade, as some of us did today. So if you were green, you went into the weekend green, kudos to you. And just make sure tomorrow you are going over your journals. Definitely be letting y'all know what's going on in the back testing session for tomorrow. And other than that, we're going to get up out of here. Definitely had a great day. I appreciate everybody that shot me the super chats, super duper love. Of course, never looking for nothing. I guess when you're never looking for something, that's when stuff always comes your way, right? Hey. And can't be mad at that. But once again, I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff y'all just make me just want to keep getting up and coming up in here every day. Not that I need that, but it just giving me extra fuel to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what's up. Soy Sizzle. Happy Friday to you, bro. But yeah, other than that, I definitely see all the members on Sunday. Have a great weekend. Y'all welcome. No problem. Bottom, I know you said thanks. No, you're welcome, my brother. No problem. And once again, shout out to our co-founders. Without my brothers, we wouldn't be here. Juvier, Scalp God. You know what I'm saying? And let's get out of here, man. Let's have a great remainder of the day. Good weekend. And I'll see the members on Sunday. Fresh Sunday. So like I said, just check the channel. I'm going to schedule everything up, and then we'll be good. Y'all know what's going on for the next week. Can you think about doing a training video on doing stop limit trades? PS Trend, not sure if it'll be on the backtesting session tomorrow. No worries. Great weekend, everyone. Thanks. As it's late for me. Okay, no worries, my guy. Have a great weekend. Yeah. So, Karai 357. Yes, I can do that. Hit me, DM me, and just give me like an extensive breakdown of exactly what you wanna, like what you're looking for in that training video. Just DM me that. Karai 357. All right, just DM me like exactly like I'm trying to know how to do this, these different things, so I can get an idea of exactly what it is that what it is that you need. All right, hit me up with that. Other than that, y'all have a blessed remainder of your day. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, and yeah, man. I see y'all on Sunday. For real. Y'all have a great day, great weekend. Yay.